Hello students, now we are going to do the exercises. So before doing exercises, we have these 5 formulas which you have to remember, which you have to learn. And if you have a formula book, then you have to copy all these formulas in your formula book. And the proof of all these formulas or these relations we have done in previous video, whose proof are not that important, but if you want to check out those proofs, you can go and check the previous video. Okay, evaluate the following limits. Number 1, the question is limit x tends to 2 and 5 minus x is there. Okay, so here we can put directly the value of x as 2, because since if we put the value of x as 2, then we will get a definite value. So let us put the value of x as 2, so we will get 5 minus 2, so our answer will be 3. So the answer for this question was 3. Next, we have the question limit x tends to 5, x square minus 25 divided by x minus 5. Now here, if you see, if I try to put the value of x equals to 5 directly, then here 5 minus 5 will be 0, and here in numerator also it will be 5 square, that is 25 minus 25 equals to 0. So we will be having 0 by 0, which is undefined. So we cannot put directly the value of x as 5. So how to do this? We will try to factorize the numerator here. So here it will be limit x tends to 5, x square minus 25 can be written as 5 square by x minus 5. So this will be equals to limit x tends to 5. Now a square minus b square can be written as a plus b into a minus b all divided by x minus 5. So as you can see here, x minus 5 and x minus 5 gets cancelled out, so we will be remaining limit x tends to 5, x plus 5. So now if I try to put the value of x as 5, then we will have 5 plus 5. So the answer for this question is 10. Next, limit x tends to 1 by 2 for x squared minus 1 by 2x minus 1. Now here also, if I try to put the value of x as 1 by 2 here in this equation, then we will get 1 minus 1 as 0, and in numerator also you will get a 0. So we cannot put directly the value of x, so we will try to factorize the numerator here. So it will be limit x tends to 1 by 2. So here numerator can be written as 2x whole square minus 1 square divided by 2x minus 1. So here, since the numerator is in the form of a square minus b square, we can write 2x plus 1 into 2x minus 1 whole divided by 2x minus 1. So here, as you can see, that 2x minus 1 and 2x minus 1 gets cancelled out. So we will be remaining limit x tends to 1 by 2, 2x plus 1. Now there is no problem on putting the value of x as 1 by 2, so we will put the value of x as 1 by 2. So we will get 2 into 1 by 2 plus 1. So here, as you can see, 2 and 2 gets cancelled, then we will be remaining 1 plus 1. So our answer will be 2 for this question. Next, we have this question limit x tends to a, x to the power 5 by 2 minus a to the power 5 by 2 by x by a. Now here, since we cannot put the value of x as a in both numerator and denominator because it will be undefined, so we will try to look it other way. So now, since we have this formula, so if I compare this question with this formula, then it is matching. So here, in place of n, the value of n is 5 by 2, so we will be using this formula. So according to this formula, my answer will be 5 by 2 a to the power 5 by 2 minus 1. So we will simplify it further. It will be 5 by 2 a to the power 2 will be the LCM 5 minus 2. So it will be 5 by 2 a to the power 3 by 2. So this is our answer for this question. Next, question 5. Here again we will use this formula. Now here we can write limit x tends to a x plus 2 whole to the power 5 by 3 minus a plus 2 whole to the power 5 by 3. Now in denominator, can I write x plus 2 minus a minus 2? Can I write like this? Because if you see that I have added plus 2 and subtracted minus 2, so plus 2 and minus 2 will be cancelled, then the value will remain x minus a only. So I'm just adding plus 2 and subtracting minus 2, since by doing this we are not changing the value of the expression. Okay, so here limit x tends to a x plus 2 whole to the power 5 by 3 minus a to the plus 2 whole to the power 5 by 3. Here denominator can be written as x plus 2. Now here if I take minus and minus common, then we will be remaining as minus a plus 2. So now as you can see, if I compare this expression with this formula, then almost everything is matching except there is x plus 2 in place of x and there is a plus 2 in place of a, and for that you have to have here x plus 2 and a plus 2. But as you can see, as x is tending to a, so if I add 2 here, then I have to add 2 here also. That means if x tends to a, then x plus 2 tends to a plus 2. So now I can write this question as limit x plus 2 tends to a plus 2 x plus 2 whole to the power 5 by 3 minus a plus 2 whole to the power 5 by 3 whole divided by x plus 2 minus a plus 2. Okay, now my expression is perfectly matching with this formula. Okay, so according to that formula, it will be equals to n means 5 by 3 a to the power, what is a here? A is a plus 2 whole to the power n minus 1, and n minus 1 is 5 by 3 minus 1. So this will be our answer. So 5 by 3 a plus 2. Now 5 by 3 minus 1, if you solve, then it will be, the LCM will be 3, in numerator it will be 5 minus 3, so it will be 5 by 3 a plus 2 whole to the power 2 by 3. So this is your final answer. Next we have question number 6, limit x tends to 2 e to the power x minus a square by x minus 2. So here I remember the formula like this. Okay, so for that let me put the denominator x minus 2 equals to y. So when x tends to 2, then now see here, if the value of x tends to 2, because there is a limit x tends to 2, so if the value of x tends to 2, then if I put 2 here, it will be 2 minus 2, then that time the y value of y will be 0. Okay, so if I can write when x tends to 2, y tends to 0. Okay, so from here and from this equation I can write that the value of x can be written as y plus 2. Then my limit will be, therefore the question will look like this: limit y tends to 0 e to the power, the question was, in the question there was x, now in place of x I can write y plus 2, so I will write y plus 2 minus e squared by y. So it will equal to limit y tends to 0 e to the power y into e to the power 2 minus e to the power 2 by y. Since we can write e to the power y plus 2 as e to the power y into e to the power 2. So here, as you can see, in numerator we have e to the power 2 as common, or e squared as common. We will get e to the power y minus 1 by y. Now since this e to the power 2 is constant, we can take out at before limit, so it will be e to e square limit y tends to 0 e to the power y minus 1 by y. So it will be equals to e to the power 2, that is e square. Now since this portion and this portions are same, so I can write this as into 1. So it will be e square. Next question number 7. Here let us put x plus h equals to t. So as h tends to 0, because since the question has given h is tending to 0, so if h tends to 0, then t will tends to x. Then t will tends to x. Then our question will be like limit t tends to x. Okay, so here square root of, since x plus h we have written as t, so we can write square root of t minus root x by, now in place of h I can write from here h equals to t minus x. So in place of this h we can write t minus x, so it will be t minus x. So this will equals to limit t tends to x. Now square root of t can be written as t to the power half minus x to the power half by t minus x. Now this formula is similar to the formula. Now this expression is like this expression. So if we compare this expression with this expression, then we will have equals to n e to the power n minus 1. So this will be equal to half x to the power minus half. So it will be half root over x, and that is our answer for this question. Next question, here I will try to rationalize this portion, okay, with its conjugate surds. So it will be limit x tends to 1 to x minus 3 root over x minus 1 by 2x square plus x minus 3 into root over x plus 1 by root over x plus 1. So I'm multiplying and dividing by root x plus 1. This will be equals to limit x tends to 1 2x minus 3. Now a minus b into a plus b can be written as a square minus b square whole divided by, now I will try to factorize this portion also. So it will be 2x square minus plus 3x minus 2x minus 3. So what I'm doing, I'm just splitting the middle term here, okay, into 2 root over x plus 1. So this will imply equals to limit x tends to 1 2x minus 3. As you can see here, root over x and the square root get cancelled, so it will be x minus 1 whole divided by, here if I take x common, it will be 2x plus 3, and if I take a minus common, it will be 2x plus 3 into root over x plus 1. So this will be equal to limit x tends to 1 2x minus 3 x minus 1 whole divided by 2x plus 3 x minus 1 into root x plus 1. So here x minus 1 and x minus 1 get cancel out, so we will be remaining simply limit x tends to 1 2x minus 3 by 2x plus 3 into root over x plus 1. Now the value of x as 1, there will be no problem, we will get a defined value, so it will be 2 into 1 minus 3 whole divided by 2 into 1 plus 3 root over 1 plus 1. So it will be 2 1 the 2 minus 3 by 2 plus 3 into 1 plus 1. So it will be minus 1 by 5 into 2. So it will be minus 1 by 10. The answer is minus 1 by 10. Now the question number 9. I am remembering this formula. Okay, so in order to make my question which will look in this format, if I notice here, then I see there is x and x which looks similar, but there is a 4x here. So what I will do is I will try to make this x as 4x. Okay, so how to make this portion as 4x? So I will do one thing. It will be like limit x tends to 0 e to the power 4x minus 1 by 4x. So I am just putting myself 4. Okay, but in order to balance it, I will multiply with it 4, because if I do like this, then this 4 and this 4 get cancelled, the value will remain same. Okay, so I can do that way. Now since the 4 is constant, we can take out this 4 in here before the limit. So it will be 4 into limit x tends to 0 e to the power 4x minus 1 by 4x. So now as you can see, as x tends to 0, then if I multiplied both sides by 4, then it will be 4x it will tend to 4 into 0, that is 0 only. So now my limit will be like equals to 4 limit 4x tends to 0 e to the power 4x minus 1 by 4x. Now as you can see, this portion and this portion are somewhere similar. Now instead of x, we have 4x here. So instead of x, 4x, instead of x, 4x. That means this portion will be equals to 1. So my answer will be 4 into 1, which will be equals to 4. Question number 10. Here I will try to manipulate the numerator. Okay, so I will write limit x tends to 0 a to the power x minus b to the power x. Let me write plus 1 and minus 1 here. So divided by x. So by doing so, what I'm doing, I'm just adding and subtracting minus 1. So that I can do because the value has not been changed. So now this will be equal to limit x tends to 0. Let me write a to the power x minus 1 here and minus b to the power x plus 1 like this by x equals to limit x tends to 0 a to the power x minus 1. If I take minus common, then it will be like plus b to the power x minus 1 over x. Try to distribute the fraction with this portion and this portion. Okay, so it will be equals to limit x tends to 0 a to the power x minus 1 by x minus b to the power x minus 1 by x. And as you know, we can distribute the limit to individual terms, so we can write this equals to limit x tends to 0 a to the power x minus 1 by x minus limit x tends to 0 b to the power x minus 1 by x. Now I will try to remember one formula, that is, so as you can see that this portion is similar with this portion, so the value of that will be log of a. Okay, and similarly this portion is also looking like this only, so here the value of that portion will be log of b. So we will have log of a minus log of b. So this will be equals to log of a by b. Okay, since that is the property of log, so this is our answer.